Hey guys, how are you? Taylor will be on very shortly. Alright, I think I did send it to her, but let's see. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Okay. Alrighty, and here comes Taylor. Hey guys! Hey Abbas! Hey Reshma! Hey Christina! Alright. Okay, hey!
Hold on. Ah,
What's going on?
I see it. Hold on. Ah, I'm having technical difficulties over here. Okay. Yay. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. I'm going to pin a comment here. So, if anyone joins afterwards, we'll go ahead and do, let's see. So we'll do like, what should we call it?
Um,
Weekly
Vibes.
Astro and Angel report?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Okay. What are the dates? Do you know?
I have down December 9th through December 16th. So that'd be Sunday to Sunday.
To 16th?
Yeah. Well, I also have one Astro note for the 17th, which is Monday. So I guess 9th to 17th. Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that then. Okay, so the 9th to the 17th. So it's not week, so we'll do Astro and Angel report.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll get that posted, and I will pin it as soon as it goes into the chat. Hey,
Okay.
everyone joining! For those of you who don't know, this is Taylor.
Hey, everyone.
I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Awesome. Yes. My name is Taylor. My brand is called Flame Child, and it started out as strictly twin flame, and it has boomed into so much more. I definitely touch a lot on astrology for the weeks and months and everything because I'm a astrologer. I also do intuitive readings, and I do continue to blog with regards to twin flames. So, hello.
I got a lot of messages and stuff that people are really excited for us to do this together because I saw a lot of people that mutually follow us.
Yes, yes. I shared it everywhere. I was like, if you're anyone, you're going to be here on Sunday.
Well, for those of you who are joining and can have to leave or cannot join and stay for very long, we're going to be posting it on YouTube. So I will post on this story, and I'm sure Taylor will as well later with the link or whatever. We'll see whatever, aligns. So without further ado, I'm going to let Taylor go ahead and start with the Astro part of it. And I may pull some cards, and she's going to pull some cards as well, just as what the energies are this week and the guidance surrounding them. So Taylor, take it away.
Yes. Awesome. So we're going to start, with today. So here on December 9th, we have another planet going direct. So Chiron is the planet that's known as the wounded healer. It's linked to our traumas and everything, is going direct in the sign of Pisces. So as Chiron is moving direct, what is happening is we're looking back before going forward. So it's kind of like that last step of okay, what wounds do I need to look at and everything before I move forward with myself, especially with Pisces being the sign of self-undoing. So self-undoing being self-sabotage. What wounds create this energy around me where I feel reactive, where I feel triggered, where I feel like I have to express my emotions in an addictive behavior or what have you. So if I'm looking down, I just have a ton of notes. So essentially, we're realizing, okay, how have I acted from these wounded spaces? And luckily, as Chiron moves direct, we are able to kind of close doors, like close some old cycles. You know, it's about time. And Mercury is in a trine with Chiron. So we're being given this opportunity, this cosmic support to communicate what we need to communicate before moving forward. If you need to apologize, if you need to forgive someone or yourself, apologize to yourself. If you need to say goodbye to someone, whatever that you need to do to release a wound, Chiron going direct is giving you that opportunity. So, yay. As we move on, it's kind of a quiet week, which is kind of nice because I feel like we've had loud weeks for the past 3 or 4 weeks. So by Wednesday, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius from Scorpio. So when Mercury is in Scorpio, we are communicating from this very deep introspective space. Scorpio wants to dive in and it wants to probe and investigate. So it brings us into like little details of things. So as Mercury moves into Sagittarius, we are looking at the big, the broad. We're future planning. We're moving out a little investigative energy, and we're starting to look ahead, which is great as Chiron goes direct. Now it's like, okay, I'm moving direct. I'm going forward. What do I see for myself going forward? This is what helps me heal when I know if I see myself going forward, what blocks are in my way of going forward, move those out of the way so I can continue to go forward. So my note for this is think bigger, speak bigger, because Mercury rules our communication. So it's time to write those big old intentions down. What big goals do you have, you know? So as we move from that, we move to Saturday. First off, big thing, I know Mercury is direct after being retrograde, but Mercury moves out of shadow on Saturday. So as Mercury moves out of shadow, we are completely out of retrograde period with Mercury. Heck yes. That's always a good time. And then we also have our moon in a first quarter. And our moon will be in Aries. So when the moon is in first quarter, we are taking action towards those new moon intentions we've set. So hopefully you set some good action. Yes, I love that. So we are taking that action to support those new intentions. You can write your intentions down all day, but if it just sits on a paper and you never do anything about it, then what good is that? So awesome. We're recognized as we're thinking of how we're going to take action. We're recognizing the challenges, like, okay, I want to do this thing. What could be standing in my way? We're making decisions based on that, and we are taking the actions. So we're deepening our resolve around that. And thank God the moon is in Aries. No better moon to take action under. Aries is bold, risky, decisive, and a leader. Like, best energy to take action under. So let me take a sip of water real quick. I start talking about Astro and I get out of breath. I don't think I breathe when I talk about Astro. I'm not going to lie.
God.
So by the end of the week, during the weekend, starting Sunday, we have Venus and Scorpio will be in a sextile with Saturn and Capricorn. So Venus is obviously ruling love and relationships and money and everything. Saturn in Capricorn is at home and is asking us to be grown up and responsible about things and what's commitment and stability and all that. So what happens when Venus is in sextile with Scorpio or with Saturn is we are exploring our need for stability and commitment and relationships, and also money, like looking for stability when it comes to money and everything. So we are desiring a deeper commitment with things. We're looking at what we're doing to make money and committing ourselves deeper to that. And it's a good energy. It's a good stabilizing energy, especially as we are at the tail end of Sagittarius moving into Capricorn. So this can definitely play out as wanting wanting and desiring more commitment in relationships. Like, if you've kind of been on the single road and testing the waters, it's like, okay, I want to be more stable in a relationship. What do I need to do? This is when we go back into that cosmos before that. And we're like, okay, what do I need to do to take action on that, and everything. So by the end of the week, I guess the beginning of next week, on Monday, we have Mars and Pisces sextile Pluto and Capricorn. And it's really supportive with Venus sextile Saturn. So where Venus is looking at, these are the things I value and how am I going to commit to those things. Mars is our action planet saying, I desire to achieve those goals. How am I going to take the action to do that? So it's really a beautiful marrying of our divine feminine, divine masculine energies. It's like inner knowing of what I want and external expression of that. How do I take action on the things that I desire to bring into my life? So very interesting week. I think it's going to be a nice transition from all the stagnant energy. So I'll hand it over to you.
So, yeah, everything that you said is exactly what's coming out through the cards in one way or the other. I love when that happens. Why, like when you said action, that card had just come out. So I was like, hey. Mm-hmm. So there's also, is there anything, I'm going to ask you, is there anything about fated events?
Fated events.
Happening. Because we got the card of the unexpected. So things not happening exactly how we want them to, but when we allow in that energy, it mm-hmm. finally happens in a way where we open our mind and it's like we allow it.
I mean, I think that's always something to be open to, no matter what is in the cosmic energies.
Yeah.
And we've been in this space of Venus and Uranus at a square with North Node and South Node, which is like, we're crossroads right now in a lot of ways to making decisions that are most aligned with our divine path. Or it's like, do you want to go down your divine path, or do you want to go back to your uncomfort zone, as I call it? And I always think fated events come into that and play there, because it's like, you need that to push you one direction or the other. You need something to push you out of your comfort zone to go one direction or the other. So
right. As
we move into 2019, where the energies I feel like are shifting in a whole other way, I feel like that's where we're going to be. So
yeah, because what I'm picking up with this is more like vastness is what I'm getting. Just being more open to things unfolding a certain way.
Sagittarius energy, being open to a larger perspective, a broader, mm-hmm. taking that Hawkeye view of everything instead of being really detail oriented, to see it all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
definitely lots. Yeah, go ahead.
I would say, and riding the wave.
Yes. So Taylor and I were connecting prior to doing our live, and I'll let you tell a story of what that happened with.
Yeah, so there was a deck that I have that I haven't taken out in forever, and in that deck was a card that was not part of that deck, and it was at the it was when I was shuffling, it was at the bottom, but it was Ride the Wave. And I was like, well, that's a really nice theme for right now, Ride the Wave. Because it's like, I don't know what's coming up next, but surrender is creating your own space of peace in the chaos. So.
Yep. And that's why I'm glad that this beauty card came out, because it's really just allowing the present moment to be observing and really just being grateful for it is what I just heard.
I like that.
Taking the moment right now to just really be like, okay, let's get our ducks in a row, but also appreciate it at the same time. So like that balance, once again, between that masculine and feminine energy.
Right.
We also have, with that Hawk Prince card, spirit communication and paying attention with number 11. So you may be still receiving a lot of signs and syncs regarding, you know, this decision making and wanting to have this backup, like this plan to back up your the actions you want to take but haven't been able to quite yet. So wherever you feel like these synchronicities come in, use that to your advantage. You will, like, every number speaks a different way to other people. There's the general, like, you know, the 1111 and like, but there's always numbers that specifically will trigger like an emotion within you. So make sure you decipher which ones are yours. Because I'm getting a lot of like green light numbers are going to be coming people's way to like, yeah, like move forward now. This is, you've been wanting to manifest this job or this dream and now it's coming true. So now it's time to like put the like metal to the pedal. Like it's go time.
Well, I don't stress it too much. I can actually feel a tightness in my chest right now, which feels like anxiety. So, I mean, if people are anxious about their decisions, just listen in.
And it's funny. I'm glad you said that because there's a lot of, this is exactly why I came out this way. There's a lot of why happening right now. So really discerning that energy once again. But there's the message here of being present here and now. So that beauty card is exactly what I'm getting with this. Seeing the beauty within now. Yes, you'd like to make plans. Maybe you don't know exactly the plan you want to make. But needing to at least just simmer on it and kind of, you don't have to know, you know, the 20 feet ahead of you. What you need to know is, what can I do today? Even if it's a baby step, celebrate those baby steps. Even just saying, hey, I want to put this on the back burner for now, that's a decision. So move forward with whatever feels right to you. There is not a, like, yes, it's action time, but there's not a expiration date either per se. Remember that there's divine timing at play as well.
Yeah. I actually pulled a card that I feel like synchronizes with that well, as the present. And I feel like it can be really, oh my God, and I didn't even know this, at the bottom of the deck was action. So I feel like when people are taking action steps, it can be very anxiety ridden when we are if we're not grounded in here and now, and we are too focused on the future of where we want to go, we untether ourselves from here, and that's where it causes resistance, because we're not surrendering to, this is where I'm supposed to be. I know I want to go there, but I'm here, and being okay with being here, even though you have your sight set forward.
So being at peace and having that balance between, this is where I want to be, but I'm on my path there.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to pull some specific guidance. I'm going to use one from each deck of my Archangel, one Michael, Archangel Michael, and then one Goddess guidance. So you can take the floor for a few while I shuffle.
Okay, well, I was pulling from Ask an Angel deck, and I got, this was the card that came up, is Battle. And the card on the bottom of the deck was Surrender, which completely falls in line with our message that we were just talking about. Of even, I think of battle as the taking of the action, and I think of Mars. Mars is the planet of the warrior god, and the warrior obviously goes to war to make things happen. This is the action you're wanting to take. These are the things that you're wanting to overcome. But no matter where you want to go, really surrendering to that space of where you're at right now. Because it's entrusting that, like, I love the light and the dove. It's like you're being divinely guided where you're at in this very moment, and being okay with that. And I know it can be really frustrating. I mean, I've had personal moments with that where it can be frustrating to be where you're at when you know you're going somewhere else. But it's really learning to anchor yourself where you're at, and that's where you start anchoring that love energy, and you really connect with that unity consciousness, and you're like, okay, see, exactly, the cards will speak for everyone.
We don't need to speak anymore. We're just gonna pull cards and just show.
Yeah, no, seriously, I love it how it synchronizes so well.
Oh, and then bottom of the deck too.
Undying love. I love that.
Oh, I love it. And since, you know, surrender did come out, I am going to pull a surrender message for everyone as well. But I'm going to keep it like I usually do with my weeklies. I'm going to do like a pick a card style at the end. So, because I know I want to make it a little bit more personal for everyone and build their intuition. So I'm going to even pick, and Taylor, I'll even have you pick.
Awesome.
So we're getting an emphasis on two things right now. Through these other oracle messages that just came out, we're getting spiritual understanding with Archangel Raziel. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. This is making me remember those, you know, those divine synchronicities once again, but also just further activation codes and awakening. So maybe you're fairly new to awakening and you're not really sure what the hell is going on. You're going to be divinely carried through whatever it is that, you know, you're being shown and becoming conscious of. So that's something that someone really needed to hear that just came through. Another thing Archangel Michael wanted to point out is decide to be happy now. So this is that, once again, being present and seeing the beauty in the present. So whatever is going on, don't, you know, start getting anxious about, oh my God, but what if this doesn't pan out this way? Oh my God, but this happened in the past, so what if it happens again? Like, none of that. Like, just when you feel yourself, like, even going into any of those energies, really center yourself. And I'm getting, like, spirit confirmation. Really, it's really important this week to center yourself and not get too hyper-focused on details of the future. And once again, we had the love message. So just really diving into that unity consciousness and realizing that it all serves a purpose, even if you can't understand it quite, you know, clearly right now.
I love that.
I do too.
I love that. I got, and this made me think of some of the messages you're talking about, which this is 11 card, Angel of Clairsentience, which is Angel of Inner Knowing, and the number 4, Angel of Strength card.
Oh, yes.
So I feel like this is really speaking to tapping into the inner knowing, that divine connection, and really finding the strength in that, even when you're just like, I don't know, like, I know this is where I want to go, but I'm not sure, like, about my present moment. I'm just like, I'm not sure about where my life is at and where it's going, or just anything. It's really tapping back in and filling into your divine team and your angelic support and your higher self, and really finding that that is where the real divine strength, not that ego strength, that divine strength comes from. Yeah. And that is what will power you so far ahead.
I love that. And, you know, there's something else that came to mind is, you know, oh, damn it, come back. Oh, Spirit, no, don't do this to me. It'll come back, I'm sure. Oh, it's perfectly fine to, you know, speak to your guides, your higher self, whatever you know, you believe in, and whatever you know, speak to as energy, and just say, I don't know. It's okay not to. That's the most beautiful thing to do, is to surrender and be like, I'm stepping out of the way. Because that's when beautiful things can unfold and come to you. Mm-hmm. So I think we can pretty much wrap this up and do surrender messages, speaking of.
Yes. I do have one last message, which, especially if I guarantee there's some twin flames out there following. This is from I love this deck. I got it when I was in Sedona this summer. It's the Sedona deck. But It is I've got the bottom of the deck card here, but the card that came out was masculine energy, which action. Again, this is quite a message, but on the bottom of the deck was allow love.
Oh, and you know, I kept being drawn towards pulling some romance cards this week, which I never do, but I think I'm going to pull at least one from here, at least.
Yes, because it feels like the masculine energy is coming through quite a bit with these action cards. I know it's like take action, but that's the masculine energy for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I already have 2 that, oh my God, these are flipping out. All right, we're using you. We're using this deck. Come on, this one. Okay. I feel like there's still one more that wants to come out from here. Okay, so we have, but again, repeating messages. So twin flames or any divine partnership journey you are on. Messages for you. All right. We have, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And this came out with only time will tell. And what's funny is, as I was shuffling and done with the surrender, then you brought up the love. This was at the bottom of the deck. Surrender to divine timing.
Yes. I love that.
So, and I'm getting heat once again. I'm pretty much going to sit in my puddle of my own sweat by the time we're done. But just, just be more allowing. Give when you know you're guided to give. But when you're guided to allow, you will know because you'll keep hitting a wall. So just chill. Like I say, don't lean in, lean back.
Yes.
All right. Now I guess we'll go on to surrender messages. Unless you have anything else.
I was pulling a couple of cards from my Karma Angels deck because it always gives you like nice life lessons. And I've got to go to the book to the guidebook for these cards. I don't use them all the time. But this one is Raziel. And this is the lesson is speaking is not always necessary. So even, I don't know, it makes me think of like taking action. I know some people are like, defensiveness. See? Maybe there's a situation where you want to speak your ego truth. Maybe speaking is not necessary. Maybe not engaging in battle is not necessary because it's time to surrender. So, I don't know. Fun little message.
I totally feel that. Yeah, and it was not a coincidence that was the bottom of the deck when I was getting those cards.
Yes,
agreed. That's a beautiful deck.
Yes, I love this deck. I also got it in Sedona. I saw someone else using it, and it's gilded and everything. It has great messages, and I love it.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know what that was for. I think it was confirmation for something. But excuse me. All right. All right. So I do have 2 surrender messages that I am going to let everyone pick here. I've already picked mine. We're going to do card number 1 or card number 2. So I'll go ahead and me too. I picked one too. So I'm going to let everyone go ahead and comment and pick whatever message that they need to reflect on when it comes to releasing this week. Don't overthink it, guys, okay? Just breathe, ground yourself, center, and then whatever, you can ask God, universe, your higher self, angels to, show you which one you need. I'll give it a couple more seconds here. Oh, that came all together. All right, gonna count down. Okay, so if we pick card number 1, we are getting surrender to miracles. Oh, so yes, things are unfolding, but you cannot have this, egoic mindset towards it of it has to be this way. And you have to keep in mind miracles don't have to be this grand thing that happens. Like you finally you can just have like baby steps that are, miracles. For example, I don't know why they're making me say this, so I don't know why. If you're twin, something happens between you and your divine partnership, and it may not be exactly what you want, but some type of movement, like communication or something happens, that's still a miracle. So don't take that for granted. If it's like a career transition and like, you know, you hear back about an interview or something, that's awesome too. But in general, don't degrade your miracle. If it comes at you, you know, be thankful for it. There is something coming for you this week, if not very soon. So don't be discouraged. I'm going to read the message here. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. All right. Message number 2, what we need to release is surrender to prayer. So whatever this means to you, if it means folding your hands and bowing your head, if it means sitting on your knees and bowing your head, whatever it is, just do you. Do you connect to your divine connection, whatever way that means for you. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and support will arrive. It's really important for you guys to remember that this is not all on you. The weight of the shoulders is, or weight of the shoulders, weight of the world is not on your shoulders. So ask for the divine assistance. It's okay to say you don't know and hand it over. That's why that message came out earlier. That's why it came out. Yeah.
Yes.
I love both of those messages for us.
They coincide pretty well with the messages overall, I think. So
yeah,
awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. I love that.
I love that. I love this so much. We need to do this more often.
I know. I've had fun. I've never really done a live reading before. Well, I haven't at all. So this has been fun.
I'm honored then.
I am no longer a live reader virgin.
We're going to do this for sure. For those of you who are on Insta, I think that's a wrap for us. For those of us on YouTube, or YouTube, it'll be already uploaded anyways. But for those of you who joined in after, because I did see some people join in after, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping it on my story, but I will be putting this on my YouTube. So I will link in my story and maybe even make a post. And I know Taylor probably will do one of the two as well.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave us feedback and let us know if you would like to see more of this.
Yes. Awesome.
Because this was beautiful.
Yes. And I think if anyone wants any additional personal help, I mean, either one of us, Ruchi, I know, does a ton, like amazing readings. Like literally the first reading she ever did for me was on a live and it was spot on, like scary, like pretty quick. And I do a lot of astrology stuff, a lot around the transits and everything, and how it actually affects you on a personal note and not just a general horoscope, because we always want to know how is it actually going to affect me on a spiritual level. So. And
you know, Taylor, I know some of you always join my live, so I know you guys have heard me, but others that are joining, Taylor actually did my astral chart, and I'm used to like being shown these are your planetary placements. This is what's going to happen. Have fun. Where's my money? And Taylor is the like complete opposite of that. She not only tells you what your placements are, she goes in depth with everything. So it's like a how to work with the energies, not a, well, here you're screwed. There's nothing you can do to fix it. But if you like a mantra to fix it, you can, this is how much it costs. Like, there's none of that. Like, she actually works one-on-one with you. And I know she'd be more than happy to do that for any one of you. So please contact either one of us to whatever your needs are. And yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Well,
thank you so much, Taylor.
Everyone. Thank you. I had fun.
I did too. I love everyone here as well. I see very familiar faces.
Yes.
All right. Awesome. So I am going to end this off.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.